I had the chance to go to a few places. Stanford happened to be in Silicon Valley, so everything was straightforward. The only thing I felt maybe misled was the professor who emailed me said it's really nice and warm and beautiful weather. But I think, kind of coming from South India, when people say warm, I remember the first time I went to the ocean and I was so excited and I went into the water and I was like, no, this is not warm.
This is not the backwaters of the Arabian Sea. No, okay.
It's a bit different. Having said that, it is the birthplace of semiconductors and the stories around, Fairchild and national. I mean, you see the history back, and so it's a real special place. So I felt home when I came here.
Well, you're helping me remember all of my great times in South India too, and the warmth and the energy and the mysticism and all that. And I remember a lot of times being there and spending time, with Amici and also a friend of mine there, Amrita Srupa Ananda as well. And it's just an incredible place. And it feels a long way from here, but I guess it's actually much closer because here we are together right now. And so now here you are, you've kind of gone through that whole experience. You're all the way to IIT, and now you're on your way to Stanford. What is your family thinking at this point?
Look, I mean, now you step back, I just became an empty nester this year, and you have this incredible access to your kids, and it's still very, very hard. I can't believe in those days, when I came here, it was probably $2.30 per minute to call back home, yes. Right? And so, if you ever think the curve of how technology makes things more accessible, yeah, it was, we used to write letters back then because it was so expensive to call. Now, I'm fortunate enough, I see my parents regularly and I'm, stay in close touch with them. But, they talk about, just like you kind of disappear from their life. But so I'm glad we're working all, I look at, there's a product we're working on called Google Beam, and which really, when two people talk, you feel like physically they are in the same place. Part of the reason I'm motivated by all that is like, you realize people today, imagine veterans being deployed and being away from their families or something like that. So I think it's important to connect people.
All right, so here we are. Now we're at Stanford. The favorite son has left the home. There's a distance.
Yeah.
You're lonely, it sounds like, at Stanford. You're missing the masala dosa. You're in Palo Alto. Freezing.
I was missing my girlfriend then, my wife.
Missing your girlfriend, now your wife. Very nice.
She went to college with me, and so yeah, all of that.
Very good.
I spent all my money calling her, pretty much. Yeah. It's literally true.
Very good. Do you want to say more about that? What were those calls like?
At some point, we have to bring it to Agentforce and...
We really don't, actually. This is better than that. We've been talking about that for days.
We're
already on board the Agentforce phenomenon. We got that. But this is more interesting. The girlfriend, the wife, the phone calls, freezing in Palo Alto.
I definitely didn't expect all of this. So.
Bathing in the Pacific Ocean.
Which I only did it once, by the way. Super cold, still haven't quite gotten used to it. Where are we? No, look, I mean...
But no, I think it's important that we talk. First of all, you can see we have a great connection, number one. But number two, this is the Sundar I know. So that's what I'm trying to do. Is I think a lot, like I said, on my ride in, I was just thinking to myself, a lot of people, they just don't have the opportunity to realize the person that I know so well, your heart, your life, your connection. And, now, okay, so anyway, let's just get back to the story. You're in Stanford now, right? And now all of a sudden you kind of see this new world, and it is a different world. You are in Palo Alto. It's not just cold. There's a whole thing going on, right? And so what is your biggest surprise now that you're in Palo Alto besides the weather?
Oh, I mean, look, I think, we take this for granted in the Valley and in a place like Stanford, and America is truly a land of opportunity in a way that I think very few people really understand